I had this dream sometime last year, and I thought that I was just going to keep this one to myself because of the whole date thing. Okay, now I'm a adamant Feast of Trumpets. What do you want to call it? Rapture believer. I've always believed that the rapture is going to be taking place at the Feast of Trumpets. However, this dream caused me to reconsider. Now, the Lord gave me this in this dream. It was like the entire, like a group of us then, of believers, were gathered at the Lord's feet, and we were like back in time, like for example, like while he was doing the Sermon on the Mount, and we were all gathered there at his feet, and he's like telling us, not only me, but he was telling us that we know when he is coming. He was emphasizing that we always knew. It was always in us. And it was as if we had forgotten the memory of the day. I call it the day of destiny. That's between me and him, which you guys call the rapture. I call it the day of destiny, when it all begins, the beginning of the tribulation, because I understand that there are actually more than one raptures. The rapture is sequential. But what starts it, the day that starts it, between me and the Lord, in our private relationship, I call it the day of destiny. So he was telling me in the dream that the day of destiny, this day, you guys, it has always been inside of you. And then it's like he brought all of our memories back together. And it was revealed to me that it is tabernacles. And then he said, it's in my word, it's in the Bible. It's all over there in the Bible. It's literally, the date is in the Bible, and it is tabernacles. And he told me that, and when I woke up, I was like, whoa, I was corrected. Because no one could have told me otherwise, that it was going to be some other time other than the Feast of Trumpets. But Feast of Trumpets and Tabernacles are so close that it doesn't even make much of a difference. But he corrected me anyhow. That this 3 days of darkness, this great explosion, this first visitation, this mighty visitation that's going to shake the whole earth and shut down society for a while, it's going to be on 8 tabernacles. Now, he didn't tell me which year. It's going to be on tabernacles. He didn't tell me which year, but he did say on tabernacles. And he said it was in his word, and it's written all over there. And now, when he told me that, my reaction was like, really? But I believed him. I didn't doubt. I was like, wow, it's really in his word. And there's actually plenty of scriptures that are there that supports this idea of his return on tabernacles. And if you remember one of those scriptures when he told he was at home and his brothers told him that he should go out and make himself public, and he said his time was not yet. And then he went secretly. If you guys know that scripture, that'll give you an idea of when in tabernacles. But he didn't even tell me when in tabernacles. He just said tabernacles. So there you go. I've shared that dream, even though I didn't plan to share it at all. I'd planned to keep it completely to myself, but I share it nonetheless. Whether it turns out to be correct or not, I did have the dream, and I decided to record it and share it with you guys. And so, yeah, that's what I wanted to share. And just prepare you guys, because the Lord is about to. I think the door was already opened. This door of blessing for this new season, the Lord had opened it, and no power can interfere with this open door for God's people. I tell you the truth, many of you guys, especially the ones that have prepared, you're going to become overnight multi-millionaires and even billionaires. And then there are the new ones that are going to set records. They're going to become trillionaires. Yes, multi-trillionaires, because they have worked and they have positioned themselves for this blessing and this increase. Now the Lord, King Yashua, bless and keep you all. Love. YBIC.